EFL Cup Semi-Final game, second leg is what we have ahead of us here. Well, advantage for both Arsenal and Manchester City, but it still feels like there is still more to play. But let's start with the one that we played on Tuesday. It seemed like that is the biggest. Arsenal at the Emirates against Chelsea. Now, I have to say that from my mind now, it feels like, you know, those things I usually do when we're small, where we want to fight, and the person quickly slaps you and say, no, I'm not ready. You're still ready. Yeah, let's start. It feels like Liam Rosner was not ready when that first leg came in, because it was his first game in charge. So it felt like he was still getting to know his team. He didn't know his. Now is Liam Rosner ready? Can he do something against Arsenal at the Emirates? It's not new team. No, they can lose at the Emirates. Ask them. They can lose at the Emirates.
First and foremost, I think that game. I think the first leg, I will say Chelsea fucked up. They messed up losing that game, because if you are going to the Emirates, you have to take into consideration some factors. Number one, Arsenal will be playing with the 12th player, which is the fans. So the major problem Chelsea is having is, first and foremost, the last two games we played, we didn't get our first lineup right, and we suffered. One difficult thing about being a coach is you can put your team on ground and think you've done the right thing, and those players get on the field and they start doing rubbish. And within 20 minutes you concede 2 goals, and you feel like, what's going on? They did this thing right, and it's like an aberration in football for you to start removing players from 20 minutes. You can't remove players, so they have to play that 45 minutes, and that 45 minutes can be
a lot can go wrong. A lot can go wrong.
So you have to wait and keep hoping they turn up. These guys, please turn up. If they don't turn up, that 45 minutes, you can be 3 goals.
But I'm feeling in defense of Liam Rosner, I'm feeling like it may not be his fault per se. Yeah. I feel like the problem comes when he wants to rotate. And considering the fact that he's still in 4 tournaments, he cannot but rotate. For example, I was saying it on a group for Saturday that, see, this is where it's difficult to be a manager. He had Napoli away, West Ham at home, and Arsenal away within the space of 1 week. You cannot use the same players for these 3 games. So he had used his first team to win Napoli away. So he has Arsenal away also. So he felt the only game that I can rest player is West Ham at home. He rest player West Ham at home. 0-2 first half.
Okay. He did right thing. Like you said, you rightly said that you're having a conversation. So there are some things you have to clarify that most Chelsea fans don't understand. Liam Rosner is not particularly solely the main voice in terms of who's playing Chelsea. Do you know? Why did they send Maresca away? One of the reasons why they sent Maresca away, if you follow the news very well, is because the board were telling Maresca to play some players, and Maresca wasn't playing those players because they felt these players won't give me the results. And the board, they are looking at the business side. So they want some players to keep playing. At least let them play.
So that their value can come.
They can maintain the value in case they want to sell them. And if you are going to be competitive, you can't just put any player on the pitch against some sides. Now, so it's normal for him to rotate the squad. Look at the players he used the last match. He played Atto. Atto is like 21, 22. If you keep putting those kind of players on the bench, you are going to have problem with the board.
So how do you balance it?
It's not possible to balance, because that's why it's almost impossible for a big coach to take the job of Chelsea at the moment, because you don't have the total say in the players that are playing. Because if you put some players on the bench, fine, you have to explain to the board why they are not playing. And these are players that you know yourself that they won't give you the required results on the pitch.
Okay, so ahead of Chelsea now, ahead of Arsenal now, what does he do? Because he has, at the end of the day, all these players, he has used them again. He had to bring them in to change the game. So and he has said that he will not rest players against Arsenal. So definitely we are going to see Kopama, we're going to see Cucurella, James,
Pedro Neto.
Exactly, everyone who what's his name? That midfielder.
Enzo,
Casado, Enzo, maybe Andre Santos, everybody. So the issue is, where does he prevent burnout? Because he's still in 4 competitions.
He's not going to be having any excuse against Arsenal. He's definitely going to play a very strong lineup.
Yeah, definitely. It's 2 goals down.
He's definitely going to. So, but the problem is, if he's going to play a very strong lineup, practically, I think Arsenal is beatable. Because if you look at Arsenal, they are always struggling against big sides in this season. If you have looked at them very well, they are always struggling to balance up that control, that you dominate teams. But the point is they will score goals, but they will concede. Because it's very difficult for you to dominate Chelsea for 90 minutes.
Okay, Arsenal. Wow, you seem like you're in control of this fixture. 2 goals up away from home. You are coming home, but the issue is almost the same issue.
I think the first leg was 3-2.
No, it was 3-2.
3-2. Very slim. Wow. Okay,
yes.
they had to come. They came back. So it's a slim.
Garnacho.
So it's a slim. Yeah, those 2 goals from Garnacho. So it's a slim one going to the Emirates Stadium. This is where I have issues with Mikel Arteta. Will he bring out all the top guns? By the way, he brought out all the top guns during the weekend against Leeds, because he was coming off 2 games where he had dropped points. He couldn't risk the Leeds game. So is he bringing his top guns again, in the sense that is it going to be Kepa or Raya, Saliba, Gabriel?
No,
I'm not
sure about the goalkeepers.
Okay,
Defense,
Timber,
even I'm even expecting Calafiori.
Yeah, Calafiori came off the bench and he was decent. So but then I'm talking about Rice, Zubimendi.
They'll surely play, because look
Gyökeres, Saka, Trossard. Does Eze come in? Does Campbell come in?
Calm down now. We don't know the extent of Saka's injury.
Okay.
We don't know if it is something
just official, yeah.
So we don't know if Saka will be starting, or Madueke also will be starting the game. But something is certainly Trossard will start, or Martinelli can also start. Both of them are prolific players. Then at the centre forward role, Arteta can decide to use Jesus or Gyökeres. He may decide to use Jesus. He may decide to use Gyökeres, depending on the type of football he wants to play. Though I would prefer he play Gyökeres first, then bring in Jesus at the time, because at times when Gyökeres is being brought in, he finds it difficult to integrate with the current system that they're playing. So,
if he even feels like Jesus is better from the bench.
Yes, then and moreover, when Jesus is coming, this will create problems for you, because Jesus will come and play with the team. Gyökeres has been stretching the pitch, and so Jesus will bring another style entirely. And so let's not forget we'll be playing against Badashile and Chandobas.
No, Fofana.
Fofana will be on the bench, so maybe he can start.
So but talking about the midfield, we need our best, because look at Chelsea midfield now, a midfield investment of around 300 million. So you want us to be benching the clients of the bench. They want
You're practically saying they're going to play 3 games back to back. Okay. They didn't play Kairat.
Who was benched against Kairat? I think they played against Kairat.
No, not all. I think maybe other Rice was.
Okay, I think Rice was. No, Nogard played. I think it was Nogard Merino. I think it was Nogard Merino. They were rested. So Rice, Mendy are playing, then
So how is this game most likely going to turn out?
Well, I feel we are going to cause Arsenal so many problems.
Yeah, that's.
Is there a possibility of overturning the result at the Emirates?
Even if we happen to win, I think the game might end up going to extra time.
We are going to 1-0 victory.
Trust Liam is going to throw everything into that game. Chelsea has the bench. So
Chelsea could win by more goal margin.
It's possible.
That will take it to
extra time. I see Arsenal still going through. Well, I think personally, I feel Arsenal is a good side, but they are always unbalanced when they play big sides, especially sides that won't give them all the ball. That you have the ball to, sides that can steal the ball from them and run at them, sides that can be in charge.
Even based on what you just said now, I'm seeing this game that Arteta may not want to dictate the entirety of the game, because he wants to risk a lot of things. Let's not forget that Chelsea will have a lot of fast forward players.
Yeah.
Talk of Pedro Neto, Garnacho, Estava Williams, even João Pedro. They are all fast and they are all good with the ball. So we playing outfield at Chelsea half. It's a very dangerous game for Arsenal in that game. So for the likes of Timber playing at the pockets, and Calafiori overlapping, I may not want to use all of those, because If
You're
Chelsea,
cautious. Yeah, you're cautious.
so I'm expecting that from him. And moreover, based on my team, I'll say this: if I'm going to win this game again, this is the type of game that we used to look up to set piece to.
No, it's
That
not,
that
it's not a
counts.
game you used to use set piece.
No,
you
that
have
we
been using set
no,
piece.
no, I said that we will look up to
set piece.
up to
You
set
use set piece to win last times.
I said no, I said we look up to because we are
When you look at the balance
yes,
of
you are
play,
playing against a very balanced team.
when you look at the balance of play, it feels balanced.
Yes,
And
so
Chelsea will be ready for those set pieces.
so we're playing against a balanced team too. So I think that's if you've watched Money Heist, Professor will say that's where Kinecom comes in. So that's
where set piece.
set piece comes.
The only thing I see with Arsenal using to edge that game is just little, because I can't say I'm not totally confident on Chelsea's defense. Little mistakes.
That's why I said own goal.
But I don't see in 90 minutes. I don't see Arsenal winning. I don't see Arsenal winning that game. Chelsea will throw everything into that match. Chelsea will score.
Talking about personnel quickly, we'll talk about personnel with Chelsea. With Arsenal. Wingers. Garnacho, Gittins, Pedro, Estavio. Who comes in?
Let me start by saying this. People should take it easy on Garnacho. Because that particular game, we didn't actually play with a left back against West Ham. There was a period the coach called the players and he was telling her to, if you see that particular scene, he was telling her to talk in very well. So we had nobody exchanging the ball with him. So
We have some overlapping.
and nobody's overlapping. The only player going closer to him was Enzo, just to pick the ball from him. And if you know Garnacho very well, Garnacho is not a one-on-one match. It's like
No, he's on the run.
Garnacho is not someone that will take the ball and face two people and no. He's always Garnacho's strength is always you finding him.
On the run.
Finding him. You will run to find him, find him. So he was
He's he's like Martinelli.
Yes,
same with
so
Martin.
he's
They
handicapped where you need him to face people and you have nobody around him to help him. So I think it's possible he still starts the game. He scored 2 goals in the first
In
leg.
the first leg, so
Garnacho. So, but with Cucurella running behind him and staying with him, Garnacho is always better.
And it's definitely right because in as much as if Arteta should risk all attack against Chelsea, that's the type of game you expect Garnacho to shine. Because
They will always find him.
Yes, we just be running in behind. There will always be space for him. And at the same time, talking about Arsenal too, I think Arteta needs to have a very good conversation with Madueke if Madueke will be starting that match.
He needs to work with Timber or whoever was
Aside from that, we need a mentality monster. If you want to play against Cucurella, you have to be mentally strong to the extent that if Cucurella win 5 or 5 draws against you, you still have to continue trying. And that's almost like if Saka is facing him, you used to see Saka used to give him a lot of pressure because Saka is like, if you get the ball from me now, I'll still face you again. Saka always make attempt on facing him. And the type of player Cucurella will be bagging you. And from what I've sensed about Madueke at times, he get tired, once you are kicking him, eating him, you just get lost in the game like let me come in again. One of the advantages Saka will have in those kind of matches is this season, one of the matches I've seen Cucurella struggle most was against Bayern Munich when they played against Olise. Olise doesn't need to face you and dribble you. Yeah.
All he needs is people running behind you. You will always pick those passes. So even if he's not dribbling you, you will still be in trouble. Because the people running behind you won't miss those passes. Is it that he's giving them from the top or from the but Madueke will always believe I can go. No. But Saka, if he's not going, you find somebody.
He's finding somebody. He's releasing somebody.
Releasing somebody. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I think that's about Chelsea and Arsenal. Well, it looks like we both agree that it looks like maybe Arsenal will go.
Maybe.
All right, let's talk about the battle of the strugglers. Man City struggling, Newcastle United struggling. But Man City 2 goals up. They are going to the Etihad. I don't think Newcastle has what it takes to come back, especially with the recent struggles they've had.
I think the problem with Man City find it difficult to concentrate for 90 minutes. They will come a particular minute in the game where
everything will just
fall like a tap.
Like they will fall out of shape, out of everything. Look at Tottenham
against Tottenham was a shame.
So they will just lose the concentration, and I think I know they have to be a very good coach too. So you should just try to calm the players, even if the goal is not coming down in the first half. They should just make sure they are not conceding and they should concentrate.
Okay.
That time will come.
And And again, Max Allen comes in because Goyi can play. It's cup tied. He has played with Crystal Palace in the EFL Cup. So it's cup tied. So Max Allen Kusanov again. If Jan Wissa, Votamade, Jacob Murphy, and the likes know what they are doing,
If
they can overturn this.
if Manchester United, if they're not careful, Newcastle will
Overturn that. They can overturn this.
because one of
it's
I don't know
more
what's
now.
going on with Man City, but it's very he's very is strange about them now that they are finding it hard to control games.
Okay.
They can't control games.
For 90 minutes. Though they can
Yeah,
control for a
yeah,
particular time, but not for 90
90
minutes.
they can't control
Can't
games.
do it.
And that's what they were good at back in the days. They will control
They'll
it for 90.
play you from the first minute to
They
the
won't even
last.
touch the ball. But they can't do it anymore.
So, prediction. Who makes the final of the EFL Cup?
Ateta Pep, Arsenal, Man City.
Master Manchester City.
Arsenal edging Chelsea by a slight margin, maybe a penalty or a diamond goal. So maybe Arsenal will go through. Then Arsenal, Newcastle for the final.
Newcastle overturns a 2 goals deficit, but Chelsea can't overturn a 1 goal deficit. Wow.
Well.
Firstly, let me ask you, do you think, why is Eddie Howe benching Otamade?
Well, I don't know. Maybe the tactical part of the game.
I think he believes Jan Wissa has more Premier League.
But I don't
experience.
think since he has been using you at least, I've never seen him have a very
They bought Jan Wissa for about 50 million.
yes,
to play.
The fact is Wissa better than Otamendi?
That's the question.
Otamendi gives you a lot. He stretches the game. He can go ahead.
link up,
He can link up.
he
He
starts,
and
can be a point man.
Yes.
And for a player with his height, he also knows how to use his
Yes.
He also,
Even
he
his
can
shoes
do
is
the
small.
against Chelsea. He scored 2 goals within 20 minutes, and he's just all round. You can put the ball at the top.
So I don't know why he's
in the
benching
30.
that guy. I don't know why Eddie Howe is benching him.
Wissa
As a matter of
Wissa
fact,
just gives you the presence of-
against Liverpool, you want to play against a Van Dijk Konate team and you are using
And Wissa is not even the number 9. You remember at Brentford,
Yeah,
it
wasn't
was
the number
himself
9.
Yes.
and Guamo
And
as
Guamo
double
as
9.
was
Both
the-
of them were not really.
even at
natural
first,
nines.
it was Ivan Toney that was the 9.
Yes,
And both
they were
actually
wingers, but then when Vatoni left, they
used them
They were just feeding
yes.
from each other.
Yeah,
When you get the ball, give it.
So I don't know why, and it's very obvious that Van Dijk and Konate used to struggle against tall, huge strikers, and you still bench the one you have.
I think what you should try to do is try to combine both of them. Don't have it in your head that either Wissa or Votamade. What about play them together? What about play Wissa on the left, Votamade on the
He has
right?
a lot of natural wingers.
Anyway, we shall see. Arsenal against Manchester City. Arsenal against Newcastle United. Whatever it is, it looks like Arsenal is making it into the final of the EFL Cup. Would that prediction be right? I guess we'll find out.